Gemini, welcome to your Sunday Shuffle. Like always, these are general collective readings, not one-to-one private, which is to say they may or may not resonate. So take it resonates, leave it does not. And if there's more than one energy here, then reverse those energies as you see fit. Happy New Year's to you once more, and hopefully it is going off well. Show me Gemini, show me Gemini, show me Gemini, and hopefully you will join me for the mid-month check-in on January, where I have some exciting channel updates for you and everybody. Yay! And some allowance, please, as I learn to work with the new mic. Well, it's wonderful, but you have to be directly speaking to it to get the most out of it. So I haven't developed that back and forth muscle memory just yet. So what's going on, please? Show me Gemini, show me Gemini, show me Gemini. Hopefully this answers everybody's questions about, is that your real voice and do you really talk like that? The answer is yes. Hopefully with this professional podcasting mic, that answers everybody's question. It does come up surprisingly, quite a bit. Yeah. I was telling some folks, I think it was one of the fire signs, I get one of two reactions about my voice. I love your voice. It's so smoky, it's so sexy. And I hate your voice. I'm used to it. I can laugh about it because I've been hearing it for years. So, Six of Pentacles, the Empress, the Five of Pentacles. What's going on there? And the Seven of Cups. You're going to figure it out, though. Okay. Six of Pentacles, all is well. Day-to-day functions, balancing the old back and forth, and whatever your pre-existing contracts are as you understand them. I agree to do this. I'm going to do that. This is what I get back in return. Okay, so this is everything from work to day-to-day activities that you fulfill, and they are known to you. Okay, these are known measures of existence. The Empress, feeling good, feeling beautiful, feeling satisfied, fulfilled, really. The Empress only shows up when she is in her most empowered state, in terms of I got all this going on and I like being me. I'm comfortable with it. And when you're in that relaxed state of knowing who you are and feeling very comfortable with, about yourself and everything that you have done and managed to achieve, you tend to feel generous. It's very loving energy. So it's nurturing, it's loving, it's supportive, but it also produces a great deal. So it's a healthy system of energy the Empress has. Now, Five of Pentacles, we have some breakage here. It may not be the material world. It could be something else. I don't know. But you said Seven of Cups. We're going to figure it out. Okay, let's do it. Let's talk about it. Let's see. That Six of Pentacles, please. Show me that Six of Pentacles. Show me that Six of Pentacles. Oh, Knight of Pentacles. Nine of Pentacles and the Hanged Man. You have, this is steady as she goes energy right here. It is heavily straight up across the board, 100% 3D material. So that's beautiful. Your finances are in excellent working order, steady pace, and you're like, it's good. It's good. We're on this track and we're gonna stay here. You've already given it a great deal of perspective that you're in a good stride, nice, steady pace where things are predictable, your income is predictable, your support is predictable, and your sense of experience is feeling fulfilled simultaneously. So that's the best, right? So people can show me work elements all the time. That doesn't necessarily mean that they equate themselves as being satisfied with it. You're saying what you do satisfies you greatly as an individual. Nine of Pentacles, it's the experience you're saying you want to cultivate you, to make you your strongest self as an individual. That makes you feel confident and competent about your 3D world. Keep going. You look great. You know this. And that took time. And you're like, no, I've been traveling this path for a long time and I keep doing it because I like it and it looks good on me. Yeah, it does. Keep on keeping on. That's a classic don't fix what ain't broke, right? Your occupation looks great on you, honey. It looks great. You look comfortable, competent. Like I said, you like, I wouldn't change a thing. What I do, and I don't get to see people very in tune with their careers like that, so good job. It really brings out the best in me. I love that. I wish I could see that for people more often. It's typically I work a lot and I get nothing for it. You're saying, I love what I do. It enhances me. It fits you well. I love that. All right, let's see that Empress. I mean, with energies and practices and skill sets and experiences like that, yeah, you should be an Empress. I should think so. Let's see that Empress, please. Let's see that Empress. Show me that Empress energy. Ten of Swords, Five of Pentacles, Three of Cups. Now, okay, I wasn't necessarily convinced that that Five of Pentacles was your 3D, especially after what you just showed me. It is a little bit more on the intimate side. There's something here that is sticking out as a sore thumb to you, and it has nothing to do with your 3D. It's a different kind of Five of Pentacles, which is good because we want that. You look great. You look solid as hell. On the personal side, though, your Empress energy is here. You tend to be very nurturing, supportive, loving. Okay. And you're saying that there is some fear in you that an emotional prospect that you're a part of, I believe you share with someone else, you say it could be in jeopardy and you don't want it to be. I'm seeing fear here. Ten of Swords and the Five of Pentacles. It's a fear that I don't know how deeply it goes, but you're saying the emotional connectivity is in jeopardy. Now, the Empress is concerned about this, so that tells me you have not lost your sense of empowerment. I need you to still believe in who you are, what you're about, and what you're doing, okay? You're generous, you're loving, you're supportive. You're saying that you're afraid that a dynamic, an emotional dynamic, Three Cups, that you have with somebody is in jeopardy. That it hasn't completely abandoned or completely ended, but you're afraid. This is fear. I'm saying fear. Fear. It hasn't happened. Otherwise, I'd be seeing a very different Empress. You're afraid that an emotional connectivity is going to stop with something or somebody. It still doesn't take away from who you are, so do keep that in mind. That kind of tells me it's fear, and it's one that's been eating at you for a minute. Okay, let's jump on over here to that Five of Pentacles. Let's take a closer look at that. What is this? And I don't know whom you share that Three of Cups with, but you're afraid that it will stop coming together at the emotional level. Let's see what's going on. Show me that Five of Pentacles. Show me that Five of Pentacles, please. Page of Cups, Two of Swords, and the Five of Cups. This is really on your mind. Okay, quite a bit. We got the Five of Cups and the Five of Pentacles. Like I said, this is very personal. It doesn't seem to have to do with your monetary world. There is some confusion here about why pain exists and where is that fear of abandonment coming from. So this is deeply on the inside. It's not enough to take away from your status as Empress, but it is enough to be with you every day, and you kind of fear it. Consciously or subconsciously, you fear it. Okay. You really fear emotional abandonment, that this structure that you connect with is not going to be there one day. Where is that coming from? Where is that coming from? On the outset, you just look so comfortable and so well-to-do. And, you know, I don't want your fears to run away with you. You could be right. But it's coming across heavily as unknown fears. You keep showing me the fear principle of the mind taking over here. I mean, you're very much afraid of emotional abandonment. Whomever it is that you're connecting with, you don't want them to leave you at the emotional level. It scares you quite a bit. Let's jump on over here to the Seven of Cups. I need to see more. I understand what you're experiencing at the emotional level. It is fear. I just don't see it happening in actuality. You're in that place where I don't want my worst fears to be true. Let's see that Seven of Cups. I want to see how we're dealing with this. Because like I said, you do want to sort it out. Show me the Seven of Cups, please. Show me the Seven of Cups. I don't know who this is. It doesn't have to be romantic in nature. It's someone whom you distinctly fear emotional abandonment from. But the thing is, as far as I can tell, you're wonderful. So let's say that Seven of Cups, please. I'm not saying you're perfect. Nobody's perfect. But the idea is that you're more empowered than I think you are allowing yourself to give yourself credit to. And I see things like this for you a lot. And it's that duality. All signs have pros and cons, honey. Your pros are very distinct, and so forth, therefore, are your cons. When your mind works against you, it can work against you. You're a high-functioning, got-it-together Gemini. But your mind is trying to tear you apart. And I don't know why. Some of you do fear, and it's not even abandonment you're afraid of. You're afraid of the emotional abandonment, which is very distinct from physical abandonment. I'm afraid I'll lose the love I have with whatever this is that you share cups with. Let's see that Seven of Cups, please. Show me that Seven of Cups. The Lovers, Nine of Swords, Strength. That's what I need you to do. I need you to remember the strength of this particular connection. So that tells me you are connected, like in your real world connected to something that means a lot to you. Okay. And you love it. You do love it. And as far as I can tell, it loves you back. It's just sometimes we lose sight of that. Why? Who knows why? 1,000 reasons why. But sometimes you lose sight of the core connection. I don't get to see people actually enjoy their lover's connection. I know that's your power card, but I'm actually seeing that as whom you're reacting to, okay? Or whom it is that you are afraid emotional abandonment with. It's the both of you are in there. I don't get to see many people actually have their lover's connection. You're in one, and it's active. And I think you feel it so strongly. It's going to be one of those weird situations where I actually get to see somebody in a lover's connection and they feel the strength of it as such. It's so deeply integrated into their lives. It almost has that really weird feeling of it's too good to be true. And it's sometimes I see you turning around, checking around, saying, is this real? Is this real? Is this really mine? Is this really in my life? Do I really get to have it like this? This can't be right. It's like when you go do the calculations, you're like, this can't be right. This can't be. Why is this in my life? What if it leaves? What if I lose it? What if they lose the connection for me? What if I lose the connection for them? What if they lose the feeling for me? What if I lose the feeling for them? Oh my God, what if? Babe, may I remind you how you opened? Your material world, your 3D world, you confidence. It's not over-the-top confidence. It was confidence that was built with measure and consideration of oneself, goals, practically speaking. You developed your own sense of empress here as someone who's empowered. And then you have this very strong connection, literally strength here, okay? And all I'm seeing is fear of the mind that you could lose your very strong connection. This strong connection you have to keep in mind, guys, with the lovers. The reason most people don't continue to choose their lovers is because as powerful as it feels, it's also simultaneously extremely confrontational for exactly the reasons you're showing me. So on the one hand, I want to say congratulations, you have your lover. And on the other hand, I'm like, honey, you're putting yourself through a lot of self-suffering. And that's what the lovers, though. I mean, if you've heard me say it, it's a multi-layered bonding system. The odds of people willing to connect and learn about themselves at the mental level, emotional level, physical level, spiritual level, in order to combine and make it work, the odds of that are very low. We all want that strong lovers bond until we're actually confronted with it, and then we see the worst parts of ourselves. And that's why most people end up pushing away instead of pulling towards. So every time you want to keep it, it constantly makes you confront possibly your own sense of unresolved issues surrounding emotional abandonment. It is no easy thing to choose except a lover in its proper state. Not a fling, not a one-night stand, not some bullshit, but something that heavily connects you to your spiritual and emotional world, that doesn't freak you out that you push it away, but that you know inherently so deeply that it's for you that it scares you. So in this respect, honey, all we got to do is take a look at these feelings. We got to take a look at them, all of them, not just the ones that make you feel good and high, okay, like a euphoria, but also the ones that make you feel low and insecure and down about yourself. That's what the Lovers Connections does. And if it's a proper one that's reacting with you properly, it should be a safe space for you to exercise all these feelings and help merge you, okay? The 3D world is easy by comparison, okay? It's very strong, and it provokes all your fears and stresses about how can this possibly be mine? What if it just leaves me? Okay. They're there. They're there. I'm not saying you two have best days every day. Of course not. They have stuff, therefore, to work out with you, too. That is also a reflection of the same things that you go through. Okay? It is all fear-based. I don't see it as evidence-based at all. It's all fear-based. But again, if you're in a proper lover's connection, it's going to do that to you. And it takes balls, man. It takes balls to accept a lover's connection, a proper one, a fully functioning one, because it will never stop challenging you. It will never stop make you question yourself in the right ways and make you want to grow in the right ways. It'll make you want to heal in all the right ways so you can keep choosing it. That's what a real lover's connection does. It's not for the faint of heart. Most people are like, man, this feels super hot. But there's something about it that when I look at it, I look at myself, and I don't want to look at those parts of myself, so I'm not going to choose it. I'm not going to commit to that. Fuck that. That's too hard. It's too hard. I'm going to call it a complicated connection and just rack it up to an experience of the past. That's what we're going to do. That's what most people do with the lovers after they initially enjoy it. It does require, that's a great metaphor. It does require a very strong journey of the self. And you can only meet someone. You can only meet someone as deeply as you have met yourself. That's, again, the lover's connection. You want to meet this person deeply. That means you have to access some very deep places in you. Okay. Lecture aside. That wasn't too bad for one of my lectures, honey. It is under 20 minutes. That's something. Okay. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you, Spirit. It does require a journey into the moon, not once, but several times. So long as you remain connected to your lover and you want to stay that way, you will constantly become acquainted with your moon and also your stars. Also your sun, your love, your stress, your anxiety, your frustration, your hate, all those things about yourself you're not aware of, it's reflected back in them. That means they have a job of it too. You're the sign that understands and respects duality above all others. Right? So that's why a part of you inherently, instinctually knows that even though you could have given up on this based out of fears, you choose to stay in it. You know, as challenging as it is, you also know it's for you. Respect. And it requires a journey into some very deep depths. Yes, it does. Like I said, the lover's connection, a proper one, is not for the faint of heart. It gets very confrontational about choices and changing and understanding that we have choices and understanding that we can change even when we think we can't or we shouldn't or we won't. That's the kind of shit I'm talking about. And then number 23, there's the resources there. Sometimes it feels like this eats away at you in terms of resources. These are the little mice fears nibbling on you, taking away from who you are and what you have to offer, which is a great deal. Like I said, this isn't so bad that it's taken away from your sense of self-empowerment, but it does make you feel like it drains on you and it takes away from you. So here's the thing, guys. What we want to do is get more self-confrontational with these feelings, not less. The whole concept of this is to go further into it, not back out of it. And if they're proper lovers and it's looking like they are, they have a similar stance with you. Okay? Okay. Well, that was a heck of... This is the kind, again, this would be great for a big reading downstairs. I would like to cover it with a lot more depth than what we could today, but I think we got the basics here. Okay. Yeah, see, I know there's a commitment here. I see it. It's the diamonds. It's a commitment. It's quality. You both represent high levels of quality. You both represent high levels of commitment. Again, the lovers is not for the faint of heart. Be you married or not, that's not the point. It takes commitment to constantly choose it, because that means it takes commitment to constantly choose you, the best parts of you, not the parts of you that would hijack the whole thing, turn it upside down and cut it out, but the parts of you that are best, that are quality. You're high quality. Remember that. That means worth knowing yourself on every level, even if it's uncomfortable. And the letter M. Okay. Gemini, honey, I hope this helped you. Put in the comments as you see fit. Take care. Be well.